Hello students, this is a class for BA Part 3. I am Dr. Anil Dadhij and we will be studying free verse, a literary term today. If we try to define free verse, it is a literary device that can be divided as poetry that is free from limitations of regular meter or rhythm and does not rhyme with fixed forms. It is also called vers libre, which is a French term meaning free verse. Such poems are without rhythm or rhyme schemes, and they do not follow regular rhyme scheme rules, yet provide artistic expression. In this way, the poet can give his own shape to a poem in the way he or she desires. However, it still allows poets to use alliteration, rhyme, cadence, and rhythms to get the effects that they consider are suitable for their piece. If we try to look into the features of free verse, first of all, we will say free verse poems have no regular meter or rhythm. They do not follow a proper rhyme scheme. These poems do not have any set rules. Thirdly, this type of poem is based on normal pauses and natural rhythmical patterns or phrases as compared to the artificial constraints of normal poetry. Now I would like to quote 2 or 3 poems as examples of free verse in English literature. Our first example is by Walt Whitman, an American poet. The title of the poem is A Noiseless Patient Spider. A noiseless patient spider I marked where on a little promontory it stood isolated, marked how to explore the vacant vast surrounding. It launched forth filament, filament, filament out of itself, for ever unreeling them, ever tirelessly speeding them. And you, O my soul, where you stand, surrounded, detached, in measureless oceans of space, till the bridge you will need be formed, till the ductile anchor holds, till the gossamer thread you fling, catch somewhere, O my soul. Walt Whitman is known as the father of free verse English poetry. In this poem, only a simple metaphor is used to attract readers without employing regular rhyme scheme or rhythm. We can see normal pauses in the poem, unlike the typical limitations of metrical feet. The second example is by yet another American poetess, Emily Dickinson. The title is Come Slowly, Eden. Come slowly, Eden, lips unused to thee, bashful, sip thy jasmines, as the fainting bee, reaching late his flower, round her chamber hums, counts his nectars, alights, and is lost in balms. Emily Dickinson is also a famous American poetess for her free verses. This poem does not have consistent metrical patterns, musical patterns, or rhyme. Rather, following the rhythm of natural speech, it gives an artistic expression to the ideas it contains. And the third example is a poem entitled The Garden by yet another American famous poet, Ezra Pound. Like a skein of loose silk blown against a wall, she walks by the railing of a path in Kensington Gardens, and she is dying piecemeal of a sort of emotional anemia, and round about there is a rabble of the filthy, sturdy, unkillable infants of the very poor. They shall inherit the earth. In her is the end of breeding. Her boredom is exquisite and excessive. Will commit that indiscretion. Ezra Pound is yet another poet renowned for writing free verse poetry. He has created this modern free verse poem with musical quality. There are stressed and unstressed patterns, but they are created in a very clever way. It does not follow a regular rhyme scheme, but we can see alliteration in words as like, luge, round rabble, exquisite, and excessive. Why free verse? Why do we use free verse? Free verse is commonly used in contemporary poetry. Some poets prefer this technique as a freedom from rhythm and rhyme. The best thing about free verse is that poets can imagine the forms of any sound through intonations instead of meters. Free verse gives a greater freedom for choosing words and conveying their meaning to the audience without any formal structure. Since it depends largely for its effects upon elements like sounds, phrases, sentences, and words, it is free of artificiality of a typical poetic expression. That's all for free verse. Thank you very much for listening patiently. You can ask anything if you feel any kind of difficulty in understanding this literary term. Good day.